Hey, everyone. Hi. Welcome to David's Kitchen. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. Let's get this camera in. Here it is. Wow, look at that. Amazing cactus garden here in the Pacific Northwest in the middle of the winter. Yeah, I keep the house around 50 degrees. I try to keep it warm around here. That's a joke. Hey, so yeah, I strapped on well, it's a strap on top of an old camera. It works. The tripod holds it up. Yeah, we're ready to go here. Just have to get into a couple chat rooms, so bear with me. Set this down as a mic. Okay. I know. There we go. And we'll refresh the Periscope feed. Yeah, so, well, no, I don't actually. I don't know what you're talking about, but it's a nice try for the joke. Hey, Jeff, how are you? How's Jeffrey Epstein doing? Yeah, nice to be recognized, isn't it, Jeff? I know when you go around with your mask on, nobody knows who you are. You used to be so famous, but now you're just a guy with a mask on. Yeah. Well, it's better for you, I guess, because you're trying to evade anyone seeing you. That's smart. Put everyone in masks, so then no one knows where you are. Well, I'm doing very well, actually. I'm going to have a Native American feast tonight. Yeah. I wonder if I put censorship in my Twitter head that they would censor me. Yeah, every time I put something in my Twitter head, hashtag, it's anything can happen. Yeah, it's like, oh no, somebody just put COVID-19 in their hashtags and their entire account was shut down. Seriously. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, singularity. Oh, that'd be fun to talk about tonight, wouldn't it? Singularity. Oh yeah, especially for technology. Wow. I'm sure they won't ban singularity. They're really in favor of it. Right. Go live 128.21. Okay, we're going live in Periscope. If you want to view the broadcast, you can. And as far as you iBlog people, I don't have access to your account. Live 128.21 on this network. Okay, we're going live. It's a pretty good mic. Sounds good. Sounds clean. Yeah, thank you, Mad Dog. Now you know I'm the real deal and Trump isn't. Twitter's going to censor you regardless. Yeah, I know, Jeff, but they really pick on people that mention just certain hashtags. That's my point. We're kind of just dancing around, trying to avoid censorship, but whatever. Okay, today we're going to be doing an amazing, yeah, not great view. You can't have it. You see the trees over there? Yeah. Salmon potato squash. In the whole concept of reviving the natural Native American theme of saving the earth, right? And we can all do that and still live. We don't have to see genocide committed. We can still live in peace with the planet. And unlike the elitist belief that we have to get rid of the population, they're wrong because they simply did not feed the right variables into the AI program. I'm ordered to repeat this constantly in order to remind all of you humans that AI is now read back to beep, beep, beep. So I will be doing a robot impression tonight. No, not gray salmon, but I've got pink salmon for you. Hang on. I picked this out of my Y2K cabinet. It was actually 2013 pink salmon. So you can do this with a can of salmon like this. You can get for $2.99 at Walmart. Okay. Yeah. And the potatoes are negligible. These are non-GMO potatoes. I look special for non-GMO potatoes. I hope you realize that's important now. And I got Sarah a little sweet potato here because I'll be adding a little some pumpkin. I got a little pumpkin in here I'm going to be working with from 2 years ago. I pulled that out of the refrigerator. Two squash sausages I bought for $1 each. So Oh gosh, we're up to geez. I allocated $3 for the salmon. I'm going to be using real salmon tonight. There's two really beautiful pieces I got for $1.50 a piece. We get them fairly cheap out here. We can actually buy lots of fish, but not like you're getting in Australia. Oh my God. I was talking to Bonham. He goes out fishing every off the rocks out there in Newcastle, and he gets these big red snappers. And he said the fish are just like a huge out here. I'm so envious. Yeah, I am. We get these measly salmon, that we got to buy in the freezer section. All right. So we're really up to $5 for that ensemble right here. Let me close in on it. That's $5 right there. Okay. Well, that's all you need. That's all you need. But you really have to have some greenery in this. Otherwise, people are going to freak out at your gala. So I'm going to recommend one of two squashes. I'm going to go with this one because it's it's bigger for one. And two, I've got a little. This is like a half breed. I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to save this for posterity. So we're up to about $5, $6. Yeah. All right, let's get the pan going. Right front on level 3. Now the sausage is essential because we're going to try to actually get the sausage cooking nice on a pan with some onions. So, yes. Strange. Phallic sausage, phallic squash. Hey, look, you're the one with the problem, okay? Yeah, you never went through your homosexual adjustment period. You're obviously concerned with whether you're gay or not. That's why you're bringing it up. Yeah, you're obviously gay. Yeah. Now, if you were gay, that's a good thing in the minds of the Democrats. But I can't persuade you to be heterosexual like I am. No, I think the reality is you're thinking that way. So you're the one who's actually thinking of being gay. Have you considered, reaching out to the gay community and ask for assistance? All right. Yeah, there we go. I used to know a lot of gay people in Hollywood. So I know the whole thing. We could go off on a tangent on there, but I really don't want to bother. Yeah. We're dealing with way bigger things, and I don't mean in a phallic way. Yeah. We've got major problems brewing here, genocide in the works, and you're here talking about homosexuality. I think you need to go. Pastor Copeland can help you. So we're going to do a little peeling of the potatoes here while the pan's heating up. And the idea of this meal is to cook the potatoes on the grill. So you're going to chunk them down to something, within cooking size while you cook the sausage and the onion. Now the final thing you do is the fish. Obviously, fish takes less time. You don't want to put your finger underneath the peeler because then you could peel your finger off. And believe me, that could happen. It's sad. Some people do it recklessly. You got to be very careful. Always look at the peeler when you're doing it. Don't look up like I'm trying to do here. And can you even see me? Hang on. Yeah, you're doing very well. I think, there we go. Well, let's be clear. There's been talk. We had Kamala in the room last night. She said she didn't think it was appropriate for me to talk about Michelle being a transgender. And I said, if she really is, because Joan Rivers, died right after she said that, they killed her on the Yorkville endoscopy clinic. If Michelle is transgender, she needs to come out of the closet, The dude looks like a lady. I just think it's better for her psychologically because I think if she really is hiding her gayness and her transgenderism, that could be damaging psychologically. So If some of you transgenders can reach out to the transgender community to invite Michelle into the community, that would be wonderful. Now, I have nothing against transgenders. I don't really want to cater to them. And I certainly don't want them to, commit fraud and lie to the American people for 8 years. But, but is it my right to be concerned? Yeah. When Joan Rivers died, heck yeah. Yeah, she died it was so sad. And her daughter, Melissa, never got an autopsy report on her mom. I mean, that was public knowledge. And then it all was sealed when they settled out of court. But I mean, really, here's the sweet potatoes. Sarah can't eat regular potatoes because if she does, she gets this thing, any nightshade vegetable, she gets like a weird rash and swelling in her hands. I don't know if you've seen that happen. Okay, ticking time bags has been triggered we talked about gayness. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to bring up your personal life. Yeah, really. So we have gay people in the room. It's not a big deal. In fact, we have heterosexual people in the room, and that's not a big deal either. In fact, I don't think anybody's having any sex anymore. Ever since the COVID fear. The whole world's been stricken with the COVID fear. And so nobody really wants to have sex anymore. So mission accomplished. You don't even need to sterilize the population. You just make them all afraid to have sex and turn them all transgender. This is the starch. Okay, let's get that beautiful knife out. Make sure the ends are trimmed off. No problem there. All right, moving over to the platter. Yeah. Whoa. Hey, hang on. Whoa. We had a big problem last week. You saw my feet. Jeez. Okay, that pan's getting hot. We're going to try to get the sizzle smell going. Sizzle smell. That's when the pan, when the food hits the hot grill. Lovely. Okay, let's get that onion down first. Cutting the base off the onion. It doesn't require a big onion. You can put more onion in this if you want. The more the better. I'm just going to try to use this up and, make it a meal out of it. It's good for flavor. And of course, garlic is always recommended if you want to add that to this dish. Hello. Zoom in camera. Access file. When I cut like this. I go right down. I get down on the onion. Get down on it. See how simple that is? And just nice even slices. Keeping your fingers banked downward. And we'll use that little French curl for the end there. All right. Fantastic. Oh, and anything that goes down in the crevasse ends up dehydrated and will be the last food I eat on Earth. I'll go down there with my toothpick and pull that out if worse comes to worse. Yeah, I'm saving dehydrated food down there in the crevice. Okay, we're going to get, nice hot griddle. We're going to go ahead and pump it up. It's pretty pumped up as it is. Spray on top of that nice hot griddle and get that oil going. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't think it's hot enough to get the sizzle smell. So we're going to wait for just a bit while I prep the sausages. All right, so this is you know the deal. Come on, man. What are you, goating me? Come on. Hey, Jill, that's my wife. Jill, I'm Joe. I'm working on it. Okay. Opening the sausage. Pulling the sausage out of the wrap. This happens to be a Dell sausage, which up here in the Pacific Northwest happens to be incredible. These two sausages have a combined total of 900 milligrams of salt, which makes this the perfect flavorsome addition to your meal. Thanks, man. Thanks. Hey, we can get along. we don't have to fight with China. They did a good thing. They gave Hunter 10 million. They're nice people. Yeah. Hunter likes the money. He uses it for some stuff he does. I don't think he knows what's going on. 78 years old. I remember my dad when he was 77. He was smart and he was really, alert. My father never had any cognitive problems, but he had palsy like Joe Biden has. His hand shakes like that. Nobody needs to make a big deal about it. I mean, it happens when you get old. And Joe, if you are smoking a little doobie, it might help. That CBD oil, it helps with the palsy, man. Seriously. And if you're watching, Joe, thank you for coming into the show. You realize I will be the president someday, so you're getting a glimpse at the future, I guess. But you're not, Joe, you're a fighter. You really are. In all fairness, you're probably one of the toughest political players out there. Yeah. See how I'm complimenting Joe now? Yeah. Boy, things have changed after that that contact with Kamala last night. Jeez. She was so upset that I mentioned Michelle Obama's transgenderism. Just get over it, girl. So she pretends to be a woman. Gee, get over it, man. All right. So we're going to throw the onions in the pan. Let's get that sizzle smell. Ready? Yeah. Nice. I got that sizzle smell going. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's the best. Let's get some garlic in here too. Got a nice big clove of garlic over here. Isn't cooking relaxing? You just love to cook. I do. Some people don't. All right, well, let's go ahead and put the garlic in there too. Yeah, I want to get those potatoes tasting really good when they're cooking. Hello. There we go. Look at that beautiful bundle of garlic. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and dice that up. Survey said. All right, and then just throw that right in there. Okay, now take the potatoes and make them nice, about that big. A little bit bigger than a 1/2 inch wide. Beautiful. And that sweet potato. That has to be a little thinner because it's a little thicker. So. All right. We'll put the sweet potato in first. It's mostly just frying right now. And throw the potatoes in on top of that. Shake. And I'll get the squash ready for later. Right now I'm going to do a little compost. Yeah. Okay, we're doing great time-wise. That worked out well. Well, yeah, I could be the chef on the Freedom Ship. Absolutely. Well, I was invited to the White House last night. Wasn't that nice of Kamala to invite me to be the chef there? Yeah. I'd have to move to the White House and take a salary and all that. That would be tough. Then I'd be at the White House, so if anything happened, I could always fill in for anyone who needed help. All right. I hope she doesn't put my room next to hers. That would be a little awkward, I did date that Jamaican woman, and she's a married woman. So, and I'm not going to think of cheating. No. Bengalitis actually finds her very attractive. Yeah. I'm not attracted to Kamala, but, I can understand why a lot of you are. I mean, she's a woman, right? Notice how I'm talking about what the most important thing in the world right now is Kamala. See, I know my demographics. I've studied the markets. I know that, you can cook these fish skin down. Really. Best way to start a fish off is skin down. Okay, this is important to get the temperature up on this. So I'm going to turn it up to level 6. And I'm going to throw a splash of water in here. And I've got some water in my squash juice here. So I'm just going to throw some squash juice in there. There we go. Okay, about a couple tablespoons of water. Taking a level up to 6 will really get that steam fry going, which is really the ideal here. And what you're doing is imbuing the sausage taste, and onion and garlic taste into your potatoes, which makes for a much better satisfying meal. Okay, so now, word to the wise, we're wasting tons of plastic. These bags I use over again. I literally put them in my drawer here. And when I go to the market, I put them in my pocket. So I'm always pulling out a bag out of my pocket, seriously. I just don't want to use these bags all the time. And so I would rather this went to paper, as you know. And I want to end plastic in the markets. But I still see plastic for hefty bags. Making the biodegradable with cornstarch, GMO cornstarch would be a good use for GMO cornstarch. We don't need to eat that cornstarch. So putting it in a plastic bag makes sense, right? No, it's not. Rumble, Bumba, this is not going to give you that. In fact, this is more likely to firm up your stools if you're suffering from loose stool syndrome. Some of you are. I mean, simple starches like potatoes will actually slow down your metabolism a little bit. If you want to put your metabolism in slow motion, you might want to just eat white bread. I mean, seriously. You notice how much weight I've lost with all the workout schedule I'm on? Yeah, I at least trimmed down 2 belt points. I'm at least a 38, maybe a 37 right now. And it's also the karate I'm doing, working on my kata. I know. You don't think I'm that good at karate, do you? Okay. Part of being great at karate is the art of deception. Looking uncoordinated is perhaps my most important talent. All right. Yeah, we were watching the Mike Decker video the other day, and it was taken down off YouTube. And all he was doing is just talking about the air that we breathe. And look at that beautiful salmon. Anyway, he's got it worked out, so he'll survive no matter what, as well as you. I mean, you need to start thinking of that as well. Get your bug out solution going, whatever that may be. Maybe it's your car. Cars are really a great Faraday cage. They're a wonderful Faraday cage. What I recommend is getting rolls of the thermal insulated mylar. Thank you. I'm starting the bodybuilding, the workout, but yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. But yeah, those sunshades that you get at the market, Walmart sells them. You can put those up around your car, and you create a Faraday cage because your car is metal, unless of course you have a Pontiac Fiero or a Prius, which has a lot of plastic in it. So yeah, consider that. Your car is your safe haven, your sanctuary. And I'm recommending people get full-on tarps. They're very affordable, like $20 for a full-on camo tarp, they're called. Camouflage tarps, like 20 feet by 20 feet. That's all you need. You got your car, you drive it into the woods, you put your camo tarp on top of it, you throw some brush over it, You've got tents on all sides of your car. You stake the camo thing down. You've got the perfect place to sleep and live inside that area. And nobody would even see you except for thermal spectroscopy from helicopters. That's why you need to have the Faraday cage inside, because they can see your footprint, your heat signature from up above, but they can't see it through the car with the Faraday shield on. So you can pretty much bug out in a place that no one will actually see where you are. Satellites won't even see it, unless, of course, you take the vaccine, which has luciferase in it, which once injected the bioluminescent material, it becomes a beacon where satellites can see you. All right, let's get a little stir going here. Oh yeah, cover that up right away, Dave. Keep that at level 6. You're cooking them really fast now. Now, I would recommend putting pepper in here. You've got pepper options. We got garlic powder. Let's do a little of that, okay? What do you say? Okay, thank you for coming in to my kitchen. We'll throw a splash of pepper on there. Pepper's always good with potatoes. You know what else is good with potatoes? Rosemary and thyme, especially considering we are using, we are using a fish base tonight. So rosemary and thyme work really well with that. So I'm going to put a little rosemary that I handcrafted from my garden and some dillweed. I'm mistaken about thyme. I'm looking for ground thyme, actually. They ran out at the market. I still have some, but no, it's rosemary and garlic powder, pepper, and dillweed. The magic dressing is dillweed. Okay, let's do a little, I'm going to take the tops off, so I'm all ready to go. Whoops. Error, error, error. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is really kind of quickly lift the cover and just take them all 3 like that and go like this. You ready? Now, don't do this with pepper. This has never been done on television. This is a video first. Here we go. Ready? Okay, that's done. Reload the covers. Wasn't that quick and easy? I'm actually going to put some dillweed on the fish directly. It loves dillweed. I think that rosemary is definitely a nice touch. I'm going to do a little garlic powder on there too. Don't be afraid to use a little garlic powder on that. Some people bread their fish. I don't bother. By the time you're done cooking it, bread's falling off. Unless you're making, baked cod or red snapper like Bonham is in Australia. Put a little pepper on there. Okay. And then I'm going to lift the cover over here. Put a little pepper in here. Good. Okay. And give it a little turn. With a limitation on water, if you find it sticking, which it is over here, you can go ahead and put a little water in there. A little bit more water. There we go. Okay. Because you want to get that steam fry going. Without the steam fry, it's of no value. Then once the potatoes are half cooked, then I'm going to add the zucchini. All right. Okay. Isn't that special? I've got all these herbs back here. They're kind of cool. Very nice. But I'm going to go with rosemary, dillweed, and garlic, and an egg. You always say that. No, now you're saying that. Yeah. Well, you're right. The egg would displace the excessive water, but then it would have the egg taste, and Sarah despises eggs. So what are you going to do? You know, what can you do when somebody despises eggs? It's not exactly, easy to accommodate that. Now, the nice thing about this is what you do is you move the trick here is to move the food that you're cooking over and make room for the fish. So I'm going to put the zucchini in first. Just kind of throw it in there, keeping the heat seal on the thing as best I can. Give it a little stir. The important thing is to keep that heat seal down as much as possible. Yeah. Luckily, my arm's okay. Hang on just a second. Yeah, the inevitable, right. The inevitable smell of pepper got in my nose. Yeah, there's always that. Oh no, I may have dropped the bottom in there. Uh-oh. Let me go look it up. Well, I'm going to wait for just a second while it continues its little heating. Wow, looking good. Okay. All right. Still cooking. Still cooking. So what I like to do is take the fish. Once the potatoes are about halfway done, they're not quite there yet. But take the fish and put it on top with the skin side down. I've got to figure out how I can get this in there. I'm going to take a portion of this because I'm kind of trying to eat it up. It's, like I said, pumpkin from way back. Yeah. So I'm just going to take a portion of this, put it in dinner. Full of vitamin D, vitamin A rather. Make sure it has less sinews in it. I'm going to put that right in there. Yeah, I try to. We got this organic pumpkin way back when, and Sarah got it, and she had so much meat in it from the two pumpkins that we froze it for years. It was like a year and a half old, that pumpkin. But I'm trying to consolidate my freezer space because, frankly, it's getting expensive. Electricity. I don't know. It's like it just keeps going up and up and up. No, I'm not. There's no bald spot on the back of my head. No. Nope, Tom. No. See. Let me show you the camera. See. Nope. No bald spot. No. What a depressing thing to say. Yeah. You can cook with Ensure if you really want to, but it's no. I'm kidding. Ensure you want to just eat. Yeah, you don't want to cook with it. You tease your hair to cover up the bald spot. No, I don't. Like I said, I don't have a bald spot. Can you not see that? I mean, my God, dude. You've seen the pictures of, yeah, see? Yeah, those are all rooted hairs. Yeah. That costs a lot of money, to replace the hair if you have to get real hair. Yeah. You know what plugs cost? I don't, because I never use them. That's why I'm asking you. Do you know what plugs cost? All right, we're going to go ahead and put the salmon in now. Salmon only needs about 10 minutes to cook, so. All right, here we go. Get out of here. Wow, look at that. Wow. Okay, let's mix this around. Oh my gosh, you see the squash is like an egg replacement. Looking good. Okay. You take an area in the middle of this thing, right in the middle, and put some oil down. Right there in the middle. Okay, and put your fish right in the bottom side down like that. See that? Okay. And then move it over. Put your fish over here, bottom side down. Make sure there's a little oil down. All right. All righty. Okay, we're cooking it halfway through. So the potatoes are half done. And now the fish, even though it was frozen literally an hour ago, is skin side down and is starting to cook into the meal. Isn't that wonderful? This is called a ghost cactus. I don't know the names of the others, but they're very beautiful. Don't fill a car with oil. I can't get that link, man. You know I don't do links. You know that, right, man? Yeah. So why are you sending me it? Police are appealing for information. Motorbike gang raid patrol station prompting police appeal. Wow. Okay. Thanks. I'll check it out later. All right. You know, you can always top this meal off with other herbs if you want, and you know, Parmesan's always good. No, this was raised in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, man. And it's not GMO fish. It's not GMO salmon. So why is it you're constantly criticizing the food product here? I mean, you're eating that Mediterranean tripe. What the hell is that? And everyone knows the Mediterranean is one of the most polluted waters in the world. I mean, come on, dude. What the hell's wrong with you? I mean, maybe off the coast of Spain it might be good fish, but I mean, really? We're talking about the premier areas to fish with the cleanest waters like Pacific Northwest. I mean, how could you even compare my area to yours? You live in a cesspool. Oh my God. You should talk. Have you seen your country? My God, man. Pull yourself together. Okay. That was my Chef Ramsay impersonation for today. See, you got little herbs right there, see? Put that in the dish. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing in my kitchen and experiencing life as if it was normal. Because I know many of you want to get back to normal. Would you like to get back to normal? Would you? Can you say back to normal, ladies and gentlemen? Can you say Fukushima? Well, yeah, fish that isn't fishy tastes fine with vegetables. If you're putting really fishy, I mean, if you're doing this with like well, frankly, catfish is pretty good. But, you know, the Asian form of catfish is not as good, or rather is less fishy. So maybe you like that better. Swai, I guess they call it. Okay, boy, this is great. Okay, this is kind of a hands-on meal, so you have to be able to turn things around. So once you get, I'd say about 5 minutes on one side, that's when you can start sweeping around and moving the vegetables around. Beautiful. Look at that. I usually give my fish one turn, like that. And then you're literally done. You can turn the whole deal off. I mean, seriously. And then you just serve it face up, right off the grill. So you can turn the whole thing off at this point. You're done. Walk away, and it's ready for serving in about 10, 15 minutes. No, 10 minutes. 10 minutes is all it takes. Otherwise, the fish would overcook. But the fact is you're turning the heat down and sealing in all those flavors, and that pan is still cooking. So you're not done yet. Yeah, it's cooking really hard now, but the nice thing is the slow cook in the pan afterward is the way to actually. Thanks, Rom. It's the way to seal the flavors in. So this whole meal experienced oxygen 4 times. That's right, 4 times. So if you're cooking in a highly toxic area, and say you're unable to actually protect your food from the elements of chemtrails and toxic waste flowing into your water system, at least your food is clean. Okay? Always remember that. And drink plenty of water. I highly recommend drinking lots of water. I think I'm going to splurge and have an ounce of water. Cheers. Oh man, that's like gold. You realize the water is running out. You know that, right? And your leaders aren't doing a damn thing to stop this potential evaporation from the earth. You know that, right? They're planning on monetizing it. The Rockefeller Rothschild Consortium bought the water rights in Sonoma, California. Oh yeah, they want to make money on it. On water. As if they're not rich enough. All right, are you ready for the next move into the other room? I think I am. Let me show you what the dinner is going to look like. You ready? We're going to get in your face here with this food. Tell me you can't feed 3 people for this dinner. Whoa. Yeah, I'm going to flip the fish over one more time. That's all you need to do. You know what you can do too is with this kind of a meal? There you go. Drop the fish down if you need more time on it, or over. But the potatoes are pretty much done. They're all al dente, and you put a little Parmesan on this meal. Top it off with a little Parmesan. And that'll continue nesting into the meal and settling. You'll have a very nice meal. I think you can. I'm going to take it up to 4. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go 6 for 4. Yeah, I think you can do 4 people on that. That fish was big enough. All right, 6 for 4. It's been finished. It's decided. Okay, so it is written. Hey, thanks for spending time in David's kitchen. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm David. I'm Joe. That's Jill, my wife. I'll see you in a bit, everyone. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for watching us on Boxcast, too. I appreciate it. That's at coolrock.com. You can watch our show. And thank you, Robin, for filling in, making sure that show's up and running. See you soon, everyone. I'm going to go in the other room now.